Hello everyone, this is Shawn Stewart of 586 Sports. In this video, I am going to be doing a NCAA basketball safe for trap round 2 of the NCAA March Madness. And this is the first time I actually doing this since the college football playoff. So if you are new to this channel, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Threads, X, TikTok at 586 Sports. And you can follow me on 586 Sports S if you have any questions about your survivor pool for March Madness. So right now, I before I actually started this, right now this is recording as a matter of fact, I actually looked up how many people that subscribe because yesterday, like a couple of days ago, I did a pickup. And after I did a pickup, there were people that registered. So those that have registered, I want to say thank you very much for registering. So it's going to be safer chest pools, pick 'em, and against the spread. So those three videos are going to be separate. All right. So right now I'm going to be doing the first round, day 2, round of 64 for the survivor pools. And I also want to give a shout out to, as I was doing a research, his name is Will Warren of statsbywill.substack.com for the information for round 2 of the survivor pool picks. Now, before I begin, I want to say that this video is being brought to you by from our good friends at Splash Sports. Splash Sports is the leading sports gaming platform for peer-to-peer contests. Play against your friends, not the house. Splash Sports is a platform for real money gaming that allows friends and groups to play in skill-based activities and modernize the pool industry. New Splash Sports customers can sign up by clicking the link below in the box description. The code is already in the link. And also want to say this: after you create your link, you can actually create your game. So it's not like if you miss it, it's over. So you have plenty of time to create a game or join a contest. So if you missed the first time, you have plenty of time to do that as well. And also, you can follow me on Splash Sports at 586 Sports S and donate on my Cash App. You don't have to, it don't matter how much amount. We'll put that link as well. All right. So let's finally do our safe picks. And we are about to do the first one. The first one we have is 13th seed Grand Canyon versus 4th seed Maryland. Now, Maryland has a loaded roster that played Michigan State tough, beat up Illinois in the Big Ten tournament, and nearly took down Michigan in the semifinal. And they have one of the top March Madness NBA draft prospects in Derek Queen, who should be a complete mismatch for Grand Canyon. The Antelopes are ranked 92nd in KenPom, while Maryland is 11th. Queen is a lottery pick talent and can be a major mismatch with his power and size at 6'10", 246. So he does have front court player Julian Reese, sharpshooter guards Jacoby Gillespie and Rodney Rice. And the Terps have a Sweet 16 type of roster, so you don't have to feel bad if you didn't pick them. So if you didn't pick Maryland on day 1 and you advance, now it's the time to do that. So you want to take care of that because they're more likely running to Florida next week. So if you have Maryland, if you didn't pick them, pick Maryland. So that'll be your first safe pick. The next one, it is 13th seed Akron versus 4th seed Arizona. Now, Arizona is a 14 and a half point, as you see on the screen, by the way, against MAC champion Akron. The Zips have made the NCAA tournament 3 times now in the last 4 years. In 2022, they pushed UCLA, losing 57-53 as a 13 and a half underdogs. Last year, Creighton had far less trouble knocking out Akron 77-60 and covering a 12-point spread in the process. Now, the issue is this is Akron's worst defense of those 3 NCAA tournament teams and is playing an Arizona offense that is 12th most efficient in the country, according to Pomeroy, and the ninth most efficient since February 1st, according to Torbert. So that's another team you want to pick. Pick Arizona. And there's another thing I want to say. Make sure you have more than one entry, so that way you can branch out and you can have a better chance of winning your survivor pool. So just letting you know about that. Then you have the third one. It is 15 seeded Bryan against second seed Michigan State. So Bulldogs first qualified in 2022 when they won the Northeast Conference Championship and went to the big dance as a 16 seed. They faced fellow 16 seed Wright State in the first round in Dayton, Ohio. They lost 93 to 82. As for the Spartans, they was bounced from the Big Ten tournament by Wisconsin, 77-74 on Saturday in the conference semifinals. They are 17-3 in conference play under Izzo. Now, they have not appeared in the Final Four since 2019. Cassius Winston, when they lost to Texas Tech, Michigan State has appeared in the Final Four 8 times under Izzo to reach the Final Four of the 2025 NCAA tournament. Spartans will likely to need to go through the likes of 7th seed Marquette in the second round, 3rd seed Iowa State, or 6th seed Ole Miss in the Sweet 16, and any number of top overall seed Auburn, number 4 seed Texas A&M, and 5th seed Michigan in the Elite 8. So that game will take place at 10 p.m. Friday in Cleveland. Now, Bryant does have a supporting cast, with Raphael Pinson leading the team in scoring, averaging 18.5 points per game, Barry Evans with 13.5, Connor Withers with 11.3, and the Bulldogs have a tough matchup for many teams. Is not just their scoring ability, but their size. Now, they do have scoring power. As you know, the Spartans are a national power that have won 8 of their last 9, powered by Gene Atkins and Chase Richardson, and coached by Izzo. So Michigan State has won Big Ten title by 3 games. So that's another safe pick. That you want to avoid for Friday, which those games are traps, is Mississippi State versus Baylor, Duke versus a 16 seed opponent, St. Mary's versus Vanderbilt, Florida versus Norfolk State, Kentucky versus Troy, Marquette versus New Mexico, UConn versus Oklahoma. Anything involving Illinois in either direction, you want to avoid those, because according to Will Stack, none of these provide any value. Kentucky is far too risky to pick in a game where Troy functionally has kryptonite options that can keep it close. They also have the worst odds of any 1-3 seed to win. None of the 7s, 10s, or 8s or 9s are worth the sweat. So save all of them for the highly unexpected but perhaps possible event of a 15 or 16 seed winning. And there's another one. I'm also going to call this a trap. I agree with him on this one. Alabama versus Morris State, Colorado versus Memphis, because I did say I'm picking Colorado State over Memphis, but since the survivor, anything can happen. North Carolina versus Ole Miss, and then Oregon versus Liberty. So now there is an understanding, at least someone, with the concept of Alabama to face a difficult second round against either a top 25 St. Mary's group that will dominate the shot volume game, or a Vanderbilt team that put up 87 on their defense. So if you want to take advantage of one of those weird times in a history, 11 or 12 seed will be favored. Like I said, I'm not going to touch that. You have Colorado State or North Carolina as options and could gain a huge leg up if you are supremely confident. So this is according to Will Stack. So you can read the rest of it. I'll put that in the link. So those are like the safe and the trap. All right, so that is it, because it was going to be a short video anyway. So ain't nothing major other than upsets. All right. So, and the deadline for your survivor pool is Friday, March 21st at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is your deadline for your survivor pool pick. So please take that advantage if you advance to the next round, or if you got bounced and trying to look for another survivor pool, do that as well. Okay. So you guys have a nice and wonderful day or even whatever time you're watching it. So look forward to seeing you on a future video. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure you follow our social media pages and don't forget to visit our website at 5a6sports.com for the latest news in the sports world.